Oh my God, he's moving. Oh, it's a big snook. Oh, good. Nah, it's a...
Welcome YouTube. My name's Nick. This is gonna be my first video. Welcome to my channel. If you guys haven't already seen, the one video that I already have. So I figured what better way to start the channel than go over the gear that I have. Clearly, this is gonna be a fishing channel. Everything to do with fishing. I've done it my entire life here in sunny South Florida. Travel to fish and go from there. So try to do this in one take. If not, you see some cuts and you know I made some mess ups and had to edit it out. But all right, so top to bottom, what gear do I throw? First of all, what do I do? I love to wade. I love to bass fish. Offshore when I can, kayak when I can, things like that. So I'm big into inshore. I love everything to do with inshore fishing, bridge fishing, jig, you see I got jigs, jig fishing bridges, the jetties, wading, huge love of mine. Recently got into that probably 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago. Love bass fishing. I got some bait casters over here. We'll go through that here in a couple minutes. So starting off, my number one reel. You guys should use it. Shimano Stratic CI4 1000. All right, holds 100 yards of 10-pound braid. Right now, currently has spider wire. Max drag, 7 pounds. It's on a ultralight St. Croix rod. I absolutely love this combo. Everything about it, super light. I mean, I've landed I believe it was a 33-inch snook out of a kayak on this. It is absolutely, super light. I want to say the weight is like 5.8 ounces just for the reel alone. So an outstanding reel, super smooth. I've actually owned the 4000, but I traded that out and for another thing on the wall, another reel on the raw. But nevertheless, absolutely love this. I love to wade with this. It's something about actually giving the fish that you're catching an opportunity, right? So you hook into a 30-inch snook with a 1000, your chances are slim, it's in their favor. So this is absolutely, I love using this when I'm wading. All right, second off. Second combo, this is actually my girlfriend's, but I bought this for her. Love this reel as well. This is a Daiwa BG 2500. Just an awesome, I bought this for, super cheap. I think it's $100. I want to say that it's 190 yards of 10-pound braid, which is, it's plenty for what we're doing. You'll see her on the channel as well. She wades and loves to fish as well. Just everything we need in the flats. It's on a 7-foot CCA, which is Coastal Conservation Association rod. Nothing too fancy, but it definitely gets the job done for her. So not much to talk about. I don't use this reel because she does. It's actually all right. All right, third is going to be the Shimano Ultegra 3000. All right, it's on a 7-foot star rod, Stellar Light. Got a little custom snook action. Wrong way. Don't have enough room to even spin it. Anyhow, what can I say about this reel? Is the fact I love this reel. This is like literally, this was all I was waiting with for the last 2 years, if not more. Fairly priced. It comes in right at $150. 200 yards of 10-pound braid. Max drag 20 pounds, plenty what you need on the flats. Actually overall I think it's like 8.5 ounces, so it's still super light. Anything when you go with Shimano, you're getting quality, you're getting that lightness that they make their reels out of. I've dunked this reel, you wash it, dunk it in fresh water, no problems, no noises whatsoever. Absolutely love this rod, love this reel. So all right, let's move on. All right, so this is my new baby. So earlier you guys heard that I traded a 4000 Stradic CI4. What did I trade it for? Well, I traded it for a Penn Torque that I sold for 400 bucks. And with a little extra money, I was able to go out and get me one of these. So this is a Vanstall VR50, okay? I don't even know where to begin with how much I love this reel, okay? First of all, just look at it, okay? For y'all that don't know anything about these reels, they're completely sealed, you know, just amazing overall quality. Just holding it is amazing, right? So let me read off some specs for you, right? The VR50. Price tag, $489. Very hard to find. They recently just came out. Most places they get them, they're sold out like that. 360 yards of 20-pound braid, right? Now, you're looking at this reel, you're like, it's probably heavy. And not at all. 8.9 ounces, okay? So think about that for a second. How many yards you get of line, the quality, the seals, 8.9 ounces, okay? Super light. This is what I weighed with now. So I put away the Ultegra. I traded my CI4 4000. This is amazing, all right? 25 pounds of drag, everything I need. Again, 7-foot star stellar light, you know, not a lot of money in the rod, but the reel does the job. This does plenty of big snook on this. You guys will see it on the channel, but this is this is probably my favorite reel out of my entire collection. So you guys will be seeing a lot of this on the channel. If not, you guys have already seen it on the first little, you know, the video, that little teaser video that I made. Love this. Nothing bad to say about it. All right. For the fifth, looks similar, right, to what I just showed you. This is a VR 150, Vanstall VR 150. Amazing reel. What can I say? The company is absolutely amazing. I actually got this from a buddy. I got the entire setup. It's on a 7-foot star rod, stellar light, of course. And he actually broke this bolt right here, right? When I got it off, I want to say I paid $400 for the entire setup. Called Vanstall, and the great customer service that they have sent to me the entire handle, which the handle alone is like 125 bucks for free. Didn't ask me if I was the original owner, nothing. No questions. All right, Mr. Raleigh, it's on the way. So let's read off some specs on this bad boy, all right? Vanstall VR 150, all right? Price tag, it gets a little bit steeper, right? So $529, right? 440 yards of 30, which is exactly what I got on this, okay? So I bought this for the bigger fish when I'm fishing the jetties, when, you know, last year during the tarpon run, I got my ass owned by tarpon. I couldn't stop them. I had nothing in my collection worth stopping them, not enough line capacity, right? So when you're fighting these 100-pound fish, you need line capacity more than you really do the drag, right? So that's why I got this bad boy, right? 440 yards, 30 pound, 16 ounces. Weight is a little bit much, but nothing that you're gonna feel. Cast this thing all night long in the jetty, off the beach, not a single problem. Love this reel. The quality, 100%. Like I said, no issues. Customer service for Vanstall, par none, you know. All right, enough said about that one. Number 6, all right, a little cheaper model. This is normally what I let friends use if they don't have their own gear. Penn Battle 4000. It's on a Shimano Celis rod. It's kind of like a freshwater rod, but I do love the split grip that it did. I'm not a big fan of this rod, but it does catch fish. It has hella backbone, so it does work. Just, I'm a star fan. All right, let's go over some specs. A little bit cheaper, easier on the budget, and it still runs. Had it for years. So, Penn Battle 4000, all right? Get it for about $100, $110, depending on where you get it. Bass Pro sells these a lot. Most of the time it's on a combo on a Penn rod as well, which is what they started with, but I broke that rod. Did like it though. All right, 260 yards of 20-pound braid, depending on what you're fishing for, is plenty. That's a lot of yards. So 15 pounds of max drag, 12.8 ounces. So it is a little bit heavier a little bit on the heavier side for this size reel, but you know, overall, used it a few times, but mostly this is like a backup if somebody's coming that's not really that big into fishing, or I don't want them dropping one of the more expensive reels. So get the job done, don't have to stress it, right? So overall, it's a decent combo. All right, now we're getting into my bass fishing gear, right? So this is a company called Six Gill Fishing. Got this shoot probably 2 years ago. It's kind of dirty, haven't bass fished in a while. And it's a newer company. I seen them on Instagram. It was like buy one, get one on one of their reels. It was buy a Hyperion for like 175 and you actually got the Cyrus for free. This is the Cyrus. And overall, they're brute. Like, can't break them. I've toted a lot of big fish on this, multiple big fish. If you guys check my Instagram, it's nraleigh27. There is some monster bass in there. These reels are absolutely amazing. I have a spec sheet right here on them. So let's see. So the Cyrus, if you were just wanting to buy this reel, right, is $149. It's 6.5 ounces, has 17 pounds of drag. For some reason, this reel actually has more drag than the more expensive model that I have over on the side, which I will show you. But I love it. There's some downfalls to a new company, like, you know, these bolts right here in the handle. They've backed out, but they don't affect. Nothing comes off. So like the cork doesn't fall off. But I mean, some of the detail they did in the oversized handle, amazing. I love it. Definitely when you're torquing in big fish. I love the blue accents all the way down to the spool. So also you'll see, let me see if I can spin this around. Something cool about this reel that you don't see in a lot, right? In a lot of other reels is, so you have your braking system, and then if you pop it out, you have additional braking. So, and it just snaps right back in. Super cool. I haven't seen a lot of reels being able to do that, so that was really, really awesome. Man, on a Bass Pro, what is this? Just a graphite rod. I mean, I'm not really too big. I'm not that big into bass fishing, but I do enjoy it. So, a little lipless crankbait action, right? Let's go to the next one. So this is the Big Brother, right? Very, very similar, a little bit more expensive. Again, the standard issues like I was just talking about with, you know, the screw backing out. But this is called the Hyperion. Again, it's pretty similar, just a little bit better on the specs. Still, you have the two-part braking system. Line capacity, they don't really have much for braid. This is a mono. They didn't have anything for braid as far as, you know, capacities. It's 140 of 8 pounds. So this is, I use 10 pound on mine for mono. I use mono when I'm bass fishing. I do enjoy the stretch. But overall, like I said, Six Gill Fishing, and they could do a little bit better on some of their, you know, the details. Like that really drives me nuts, especially because it's such a pretty reel with the blue accents. And you know, like over here, the blue, this knob was blue, but over so many times of adjusting, every time you swap a new lure, it's faded out to the silver. So, I mean, other than that, I guess I could upgrade that, but do love the reel. All right, guys, that's pretty much all. I got some other reels over here for just old like Penn Senators and stuff like that, which I don't use that often. Nothing really to talk about. Some spare rods that I have geared up, but you can see I got a dock net. I got my waders over there. We'll talk more about in the channel. But any questions? If you guys have any questions about any of the gear that I'm rocking, I would love to answer them. Just if you like the video, please subscribe, because that's why I'm doing this. You know, I love what I do, and I want to share it with you guys. So it's been a pleasure.